This is what we're going to do right now. I've listened to everything you said. It doesn't sway anything. Right now, you have to move. That's the bottom line. You have to move.
Okay, why is that?
Because I'm telling you that you're interfering with their permit.
No, we're not.
Okay.
You're
have a peaceful event, or you're going to get arrested.
Disturbance is also when you're yelling at them, they're yelling at you, and
that's why we have a
it gets out of hand.
No, what's gotten out of hand?
Okay, well,
you're the only people that have actually hassled us today.
Nobody can be here and express contrary opinions to anything.
You will be. You just can't be inside of the group here.
You'll be accountable.
Yeah, I'm one of those veterans.
You specifically, you will be accountable before God and the nation. You spit. Why don't you go over to the World War II memorial and spit on every
Hey, watch it. I'm a veteran. Don't say that.
Yeah, why don't you tell him to...
Are you a veteran?
Then you should be fighting for us to stay out here in practice.
America is no longer a free country.
This is tyranny.
This man right there is responsible for denying us our right to freedom of speech and freedom of religion. People have died. This entire area of this city is designated. Because this is a ridiculous. Because I'm telling you, we honor thousands and thousands of people who have died for the exact right that we're saying we have over there. And
Why can't you just talk to me right now?
Because I want to know. Because I'm angry.
I'm trying to talk to you.
We don't want your anger to
but
excite.
you're saying you're repeating the same things that all the other ones are saying.
I have not repeated. I haven't even spoken.
I'm telling you, you're just regurgitating the same things we hear everybody else say.
You know, I really believe that you guys should be able to come in there, but you can't be angry with them.
We can't be angry. Why can we not be angry?
Is this not America?
Okay.
We can't be angry?
Well, yeah, you can.
We can't express ourselves?
No, I shouldn't say that, but he's just trying to
I served my country for 22 years to get kicked out of an event. All right? I served my country for First Amendment rights. Okay?
And I think you should be allowed to come in.
All right? We definitely should be allowed to come in. This is America.
Ernest Hemingway was a real atheist. Ernest Hemingway was a consistent atheist because Ernest Hemingway had a beautiful quote, if atheism is true. Ernest Hemingway said, "Life is a dirty trick. Our life is a short journey from nothingness to nothingness, and that man's existence in this world is no different than a colony of ants trapped on a burning log." And in the end, Ernest Hemingway killed himself. Now, Ernest Hemingway is a consistent atheist. Ernest Hemingway understood that if atheism is true and that all that happened is hydrogen and helium shot out into frictionless space plus time gives us everything we have, then we are nothing more than a collection of elements on the periodic table. And if the elements on the periodic table can't feel love and lithium and strontium and lead and uranium can't feel love, sodium doesn't have a moral code, carbon doesn't have a sense of justice. So if all you are is a 160-pound sack of elements on the periodic table, there is no such thing as love. There is no such thing as right and wrong. There is no such thing as morality or good or evil.
And there are no demons, angels, or ghosts.
Just nothing. Just rocks, just elements and chemicals floating in space. And in the end, the sun expands or goes supernova and burns up this globe. And everything that ever happened throughout all of human history means nothing. But you don't live your life like that. That's your problem. You don't actually believe atheism because you don't live your life as if it's actually true.
We're always here to create a disturbance. How you doing, sir?
Hey. How you doing?
Can I help you?
Yes, sir. Which group are you with?
We're not with a group. This is all we have right here.
Okay, so what we're gonna do? This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna. Are you?
Yeah.
Who is the head of the organization?
You're not with anybody? There is no.
Okay, what we're gonna do then? We're gonna move you out. We're gonna move you out because we already gotten complaints from them. They have a permit. What we have is you have Henry Bacon Drive. You have the west slope of the monument. Those are the options. Okay.
Okay.
Those are the options.
All right. Can I say something here?
Sure.
Okay, so I've already talked to the National Park Service about
Okay.
preaching on the National Mall. I was just out here last weekend preaching,
Okay.
and I was just over at the National.
Okay.
What I was told specifically is this: we cannot be up. Hold on, let me just finish. Sorry, if you don't.
I haven't said anything,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. We can't be up on the marble steps. We can't be over there in the restricted area itself. But because we're a group less than 25, we can't be out here for the exception of free speech. There is an exemption for us to be out here for free speech. We're not a group of larger than 25. I was told that if we were going to be larger than 25, that we couldn't, we would have to have that permit. But because we're smaller than that, and because we do fall into that exemption, that we can be out here and exercise our First Amendment right.
Is it my turn now? Is it my turn now? Everything you said is very accurate.
Okay.
The one thing they did not tell you is once it created a problem with the permit holders, then you have to leave. And we've had people that hold the permit here come and complain to us. That changes everything. If you're here and you're exercising your rights, it's no problem as long as it's not disruptive. When they complain it's disruptive and they pull the permit, now we move you to an alternate site. You still get to exercise your
May I reach into my bag, sir?
You go over
Okay.
Well,
I just want you to not see me reaching.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate
reaching for
that.
something. Sir, this is a court case that actually went all the way up to the United States
Not a problem.
Court of Appeals, the
Yes, sir.
Sixth Circuit.
Yes, sir.
And they actually tried to appeal it up to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court wouldn't hear our case. This is actually my name.
Okay.
So I'm one of the parties on this.
Okay.
We just won this just a matter of a couple of months ago.
Yes, sir.
And it was this exact same issue.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's called a heckler's veto. Someone's disliking of our presence or our message
Sir?
does not affect. It's already been taken all the way up
So
to
this
the
is
Supreme
what
Court.
we're going to do right now. I've listened to everything you said. It doesn't sway anything. Right now, you have to move. That's the bottom line. You have to move.
Okay, why is that? I'd like to
Because
know
I'm
why.
telling you that you're interfering with their permit.
No, we're not.
Okay.
You're going.
Have a peaceful event, or you're going to get arrested, and we don't want
Sir,
to.
Okay, I'm telling you, we have
I
just
understand
won
that.
a lawsuit
I
on this
understand that.
exact same. This was us against the
We're not trying to
sheriffs.
frustrate. We're just trying to explain our.
And I understand your point. We understood your point before you got here.
Well,
We've already investigated this.
we
We
do
knew
this
this was going to
every
occur.
weekend.
We knew this was
all
going to
we do.
occur. So we already know what the
But you
rules
guys
are.
were expecting it to
gonna cause a
occur with a
problem.
much larger.
No,
group.
sir. No, we're not.
We know exactly what happens every
Okay,
weekend.
so can I
for
just ask
every
a quick-
demonstration
can I just ask a
and
quick
every
question, sir?
protest? That's what happens.
This event is, first of all, we're not protesting, sir. We're practicing our freedom of
I'm not
religion,
saying
freedom of
you're
speech.
protesting.
Okay, got it. I just wanted to clear that up. This event is free and open to the public, of which we are members of the public,
And so
sir.
if you go put the banners up and you come stand out here, you can stand right in the midst.
Right.
Understand the
Oh, so we can stand out here with our banners.
You're
No,
trying
without the banners.
you're trying to tell us. I've been doing this 20 years. Okay, this is not the first one. They were here in 2012. We've been doing this for a while. Okay, so this is nothing new. This is nothing new. Whether it's sexual orientation, whether it's race, we have demonstrations and counter demonstrations on regular. This happens all the time. We handle all of them exactly the same way.
But you're
all
using
the
this
same.
term demonstration and
Okay,
protest.
sir, gentlemen. I've listened to you and I've dialogued
Is your
with you.
supervisor here?
I am the
Right here.
All right.
And I'm telling you exactly what he told you.
All right, what-
if you
what
cause
is
a
it-
problem and they complain, you're gonna
No,
be
that is
going
the
with it.
heckler's veto.
Okay,
Hold
so-
on. Let me get out some court cases.
I don't need the court
The
cases. I'm
heckler's
telling you.
veto specifically. This is the heckler's
So
veto.
you guys don't care about the law,
The heckler's veto has gone to the Supreme
Because that's
Court.
a law. I mean,
That's a lawsuit.
No, this is one that's been won. This was won
I'm
through the
telling you-
Sixth Court. Okay, let me. This is a
I'm done arguing with you. I'm
constitutional.
not gonna argue with you
This is a
anymore.
constitutional
That's what
issue.
we're doing.
You are going against the Constitution here in our nation's capital. The
Okay.
heckler's veto, which has gone before the Supreme Court numerous times, specifically says that the content that a listener's disagreement or dislike for a message
don't get
that a
to shut
crowd
down
has
free
does
speech
not
just
give
because they
them
don't
right
do not,
to
but you
stop
have to
that.
respect
To stop that.
They're
This
not
is
stopping
free.
you.
What you're doing.
This
You're
is free and
You're in
open
their
to the
permitted
public.
event causing a disturbance.
No, this
that
event
gives
is
us the
free
right to
and
move you
open
out
to-
of their event area.
No,
We've
they have,
designated-
because
Hold
this
on,
event
no,
is
no, no,
free and
I'm
open
not
to the
arguing.
public.
I'm not gonna hold on. I
Because
held
this
on.
event is
And I've
free and
listened.
open to
Okay,
the public,
all right,
what
well,
they
then
have is
I
called a
have
non-exclusive
nothing more to
permit.
say then.
An
I've held on and
exclusive
I've
permit would give them
And
the
now
trying to give you
An
respect. My
exclusive
dad's
permit
police
means that
officer.
this
I'm trying to
whole
give you
area would be roped off,
what you're doing
and
is
it'd be
not
by
respectful.
charged
We can't
admission.
move that.
They would have to charge admission, or it'd be
You're trying to
specifically
tell
by an
us how to do our
invitation
job.
only.
No, we're not
But
trying to
because
say
this
that.
event is
We're just
free
trying
and
to say
open to
that
the
we
public,
enforce
that
the
makes it a
law.
non-exclusive
The law says
event.
that we
So their
can
permit
do
allows them to be there.
As
It
I
allows
said
them to
again,
set
you're
up a
trying to tell me
stage.
how
It
to do
allows
my
them to
job.
set up
Okay,
chairs.
all right, well,
It
if you
allows
wanna
them to
take
have
exception to the fact
amplified
that sometimes
sound.
you gotta do
It
your
allows
job.
them
Yeah, I
to
think you're
collect
wrong.
in groups of
And
more
I
than
don't think that
25.
you're
But what it does not do is it does not
Okay.
change
That's
my
fine.
rights
Well, we'll
to
just-
be
we'll
also
just take
on
it
a
up from
free
there.
and public
That's
area.
fine, that's You're
All
right
of the
about that.
All of the rights that I had
You are correct.
to stand out here on Wednesday afternoon
You are correct.
not affected by their permit because it's a non-exclusive
And so
permit,
you cause a
free and
disturbance.
open to the public.
And
No,
so you
that is
cause
no,
it-
it's
okay,
not.
well-
We're causing no
well-
disturbance whatsoever.
So
Sounds
is this
like a
all getting
stand-up to
arrested
me.
If
for?
we ran into that event and started
No, we're not-
throwing
we're-
chairs,
is
then you would
this
have
worth
we are
getting
standing
arrested
on
for?
public
We're trying to
property.
be
We're
law.
standing on
Okay, so
public
there are
property
other
at an
groups
event
out
that is
here
free
that
and
are
open to the
just- we
public.
wanna
be
We are
lawful.
creating
All right, so I
no
want you to know that
disturbance
up front,
whatsoever.
okay?
But
A
Well, you're
disturbance-
causing a disturbance.
No, a
All right, but
disturbance
right
would
now,
be
only
us
thing we
running
have
up on their
is we just
stage
have
and
a
grabbing their
simple-
microphone,
a disagreement
or
that he's
pushing
trying to
people
explain.
into the pool,
Okay, 'cause we've
or
gone over
No, what you have is a
throwing chairs
disobedience
into the
of
pool.
a lawful
This
order
is
is
not
what you
just.
have.
This is
Is it
everything that
race?
America
We didn't
was
ask you.
founded upon: freedom of speech and freedom of religion. This is everything.
Thank you.
This is everything that America was founded on. Is exactly what we're doing.
This is our free
We're
country.
creating no disturbance. Now, if one of us should go over there and shove somebody into the pool, or knock their chairs down, or knock
is a
their
free
amp
country.
down,
This is
then
open
by
to
all
the
means,
public.
please
So
take
if
us
he
away.
says it's okay, then we can
No,
stay here.
That's not the
no,
only thing.
that's not how it
Disturbance
works.
is also when you're yelling at them, they're yelling at you, and
That's
No,
why we
this
have
is
a
called
It gets out of hand.
No, what's gotten out of hand?
Okay, well-
You're the only people that have actually hassled us today.
Well,
so you
we're
are.
hassling you
Yes, you
because
are.
we get
Oh,
when
yes,
I
you
walked
are.
up here, I could hear the guy saying, "You never shut up."
Sir,
Is that not
they're
true?
going to complain because they don't like us.
Rigorous
Somebody
debate
can
is
say
what
that.
this nation
I mean,
was
that's
founded
normal.
upon.
Absolutely.
We're here in front of the reflection of
Absolutely.
Lincoln Memorial, fighting for freedom and freedom of slavery. George Washington Monument. This is exactly what America is about. The robust discussion of ideas, and things get heated.
honor to those
And that's
honors
the,
due.
the right to freedom of speech does not
You
protect
try- you
just
trying to-
speech
now you
that
trying to tell me how
everyone
to do my
agrees
job.
with. Freedom of speech
You trying to tell me how to do my job?
specifically there
I tell you what, I don't tell you how to do your job, you don't tell me how to do my job.
Right.
How about that?
I don't believe in an atheist event saying that there is a God and you better believe in him, and that's unpopular. That's why
And there's
freedom
no
of
problem with
speech
that.
exists. That's what
I
we're
have no
doing.
problem with that.
Fine, then we'll
until I
stay.
can
Then
hear
we're
people
good.
yelling at
Thank
each
you.
other. Okay, if you guys are going to be yelling at each other, you're going to be moving.
No, how is that?
Yes.
How is that? How is
A
that?
robust discussion is not yelling at each
Yes,
other.
it is. It most certainly is. It most certainly. As long as there's no physical, as long as there's no pushing, shoving,
I've served my country for
robust
22 years in the
conversation is
military.
exactly
We support
why
and defend the
First
Constitution.
Amendment.
We're
Yes.
practicing our constitutional rights out here.
Okay.
All right.
I served in the military also.
Okay, I got it. All
All
right.
right. So,
So
no
you
problem.
should know that the oath says to protect and defend the
Fine,
Constitution
right?
of the United
Okay,
States.
Then we'll be here, and we won't go and,
served in the Marine
and push people or
Marine
shove
Corps.
their.
Okay,
Well, I certainly have not done. That's an assault. That's not.
and we won't.
That's not
we
even
won't,
a disturbance.
we
22
won't
years
push
on.
people. We won't touch
Right.
their property.
Okay.
22.
And the heckler's veto does not give them the right to say, I don't like what they're saying. Please ask them to leave.
They're not saying.
And,
They're not
raise-
saying. I don't like what they're saying.
and
All I'm
raise
saying is when I'm
voices.
sitting way over there and I can hear you
Now, I
guys
know you
yelling at
guys
each
may
other.
not agree with us, but as guys who served in the military, our Constitution still applies.
Raise voices
This is
does
First
not
Amendment.
constitute.
I'm not saying raise voices. I'm saying you're yelling at each other.
That's raised voice. We want to be heard. We want to be heard. We have no amplified sound. We're not interfering with
I'm not- never-
amplified
did I say
sound.
amplified sound?
We're far enough back. This is exactly what America is founded on. So you know, unless you can show me a court case where they overrule the heckler's veto, yes you do. You're here to uphold the Constitution. I'm showing you
I
a
don't
court
carry
case.
court cases
I'm
around.
showing you a court
I have a
case
job
from
to
just a
do.
couple of months ago.
Yes.
Well, I've done the work for you then.
Who's the permit holder?
This is like I said. This was just 2015.
Well, if you cause us to get
Very
arrested,
recent.
because
this was
Sarge,
us.
it's up
We're
to
not-
you.
again, we're
It's
not
up-
out-
well, we're not. I'm through dialogue. I'm speaking to my supervisor.
This is
Should be Todd
the Sheriff's
Stiefel.
Department of Wayne County
Okay,
who
if
kicked
he's
us
here
out of a
because
street festival
I've
that was
already
free
given
and
them
open to the
lawful
public
order. We make
because the
announcements.
crowd was
I'll
getting
do what
angry.
needs to be done there.
Exactly the same scenario. I've done you the favor of you can read this. So the Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals, at the highest level, right below the Supreme Court, decided for us. that we had every right to be there, and that actually the Wayne County Sheriff's Department is currently being sued, financially sued, because they did the exact same thing to us. So I'm just telling you, I'm saving you some trouble to show you that the Sheriff's Department is being sued currently because they kicked us out unlawfully of an event that was free and open to the public because of the reaction that the crowd had to us. Not because of what we did, but because of the crowd's reaction, which is exactly what
We're done with this now?
as
long as there's no problems, you're good. As long as there's no problems.
All right, we're good.
If I go back over here and I can hear you guys yelling at each other again, there's a problem.
No, that's not true.
So I mean, if that occurs, which we probably would expect that to occur because they don't agree with our message, and then what happens from there?
You'll be moved over to one of the other counter demonstrator sites.
How you doing, sir?
Hello.
I'm Sergeant Burnett, U.S. Park Police.
Yes.
Can I talk to you?
Sure. Well, talk to you. He lives
Who's
here.
in charge?
Yeah, I'll talk to you.
Okay, you the one in charge?
Yeah.
Come over here and talk to me.
Get over by Terry. Get over by Terry. Don't go behind him. Don't go behind him.
Give me some space. All right, look. This is what we're going to do. You don't have a permit to be here? Turn your camera off. Turn your camera off. I'm going to talk to you off the camera.
I like to keep the camera on for my own protection, sir.
What protection?
We're authorized.
Okay, come, let's talk. Let's talk.
Okay.
All right. So they have a permitted area to demonstrate here today.
Yes, sir.
You don't have a permit. You don't have a permit. So I'm going to give you the right to have your First Amendment free speech. Okay. Just like we're giving them. They applied for a permit. You did not apply for the permit. So since you did not apply for the permit, I have an area for you to go.
Sir, I have one quick objection to what you just said. I've already talked to the National Park Service. I've already talked to the permit personnel. I was told specifically because our group is not larger than 25 folks that we do not require a permit for there's an exemption for free speech as long as we don't go up on the marble steps, as long as we don't go into the area where Lincoln actually is seated.
Who told you that?
The permit person
I need a name of who told you that.
I can't remember her name, but I was actually out here preaching last weekend too, and another National Park Service employee told me the same thing.
This is the way it is today. Okay. They have a permit. You can't disrupt their area. I'm going to give you an area to have a free speech. It's still on the same grounds. You're still in eyeshot. You still get your mission accomplished. You just can't do it inside of their venue.
Sir, the only issue that I have here is that this event is free and open to the public, of which we are a part of the public. Us standing here and exercising our freedom of expression by holding our banners and just talking to people, it shouldn't be usurped by the fact that, they're over there. We're just exercising our freedom of speech.
Once you begin to disrupt, okay?
We're not out here to disrupt.
Listen, you are disruptive, and the organizers have asked that you not disrupt their event. So once they put that request through, then we have to give you the right. We don't have to give it inside of here. That's what Park Service is saying. We don't have to give that inside of their venue.
Okay.
We give it out on the outside of their venue, but we're still going to give you that right.
Okay.
So you can exercise that right outside of their venue, and that's what you really want to do today, is to have your say, correct?
Yes,
you don't have to do it inside of here.
We want to have our say.
So why don't you talk to your people and have them, and I will take them over to the area where they can demonstrate.
Is there a way? Just throw this out because I understand where you're coming from, and I want to say this, gentlemen, right up front. I respect police officers, National Park Service. Thank you for your service. Okay. With that being said, we want to be lawful. We want to abide by the rules. Okay. But is there a way that we can stand here, exercise our? Oh, hold on, sir. Let me finish. Exercise our First Amendment rights because there were personnel from the Reason Rally who said, "Hey, look, this is a First Amendment issue. We don't agree with them, but we don't mind them being here."
They can't do that.
They're not the organizers. They're not the persons on the permit.
Right.
From that orange fence, see the orange fence down there along the edge? The festival grounds, they have the field, they have this whole area for their event. Okay? That means this is there. So that 25-person exemption does not apply because the area is already permitted. On a normal day, if nothing else was going on, less than 25, you would not need a permit as long as you stay out of a restricted area. However, today, this area is permitted by another group. So that's simple. It does away with that 25-person exemption because you can't come into the middle of somebody else's thing. As long as you're less than 25 people, use that exemption to disrupt their event or counter demonstrate. By that group, by that logic, I could have 15 groups, each less than 25, take over their event. We can't allow that.
And then let me just say one thing, sir. We're not demonstrating over here. We're just practicing freedom of expression and freedom of religion over here. And because it's open to the public, what you're basically saying is because we're Christians and we're
That's not what we're saying.
and we're speaking out our
That's not what
Christianity.
we're saying.
Everybody else can come in here, but the Christians have to move back here.
No, that's not what we're saying. I don't know if you're Christian or what you are. All right, it's not for me to determine what you are. What I'm saying is this: that the organizers have identified that this group here is counter to what their group is. Now, whatever you call yourself, that's good. What I'm saying is, me as the police in the middle, that I have to give you a right to express your First Amendment right, just like we're giving them. Today, you cannot be mixed into their group. You can do it on the outside. I'm going to give you that right to say your First Amendment. That's what you came here for, to have your First Amendment right. Whether you do it on the inside or on the outside, you're going to get that right. That's what we are here to do. And I don't know who.
So nobody can be here and express contrary opinions to anything.
You will be. You just can't be inside of their group here. It is. It is. Hey, look, and we can't discuss this all day, sir. Okay? Because I got many venues going on. So if I've advised you, I'm going to give you the space. If you want that space to where to go to, I'm going to show you where it is. We're going to make it happen. But we're not going to stand here today and hold court.
Okay, so you have advisors. Now, if we determine to stay here, I mean, what happens in that event? Will we be arrested if we stay here?
You're subject to arrest if you stay inside.
Okay. All right. Well, we're not out here to try to be arrested or anything like that. I think what you guys doing is unlawful.
Okay.
But that's for me to take up in another venue.
Please do.
So I'll just thank you for your time.
Okay.
Appreciate your effort.
Would you like to know where the area where you can go to demonstrate?
Yeah, I'd like to know where you guys want to try to have us.
Right now, you can have out at the Henry Bacon ball fields. At Henry Bacon and Constitution Avenue. That's the ball fields there.
Where we can't be heard by any of these
You
people.
can be heard. You can be heard.
It's totally outside the
There's
event.
people all over. You can be heard. That's the First Amendment area. We're here for the Okay, look.
And they're all coming in from the metro, coming down through.
We're not going to debate what you can do. I'm giving you an area to say you're right. You guys need to make that happen. We can't debate this all morning.
All right. Where's the? You mentioned as if there was more than one area. Is that the only area?
No, that's the area here. You don't have a permit. There's different areas around of groups that share your thoughts that has permits, and they apply for a permit. If you would apply for a permit, the area that you wanted, then the National Park Service would have given you that permit. Since you did not,
I think you might have misunderstood what I said.
no. You listen to me. Since you did not apply for a permit, then we, the police, has to give you the right to say it. The right to say that, whatever you have to say, your First Amendment free speech is over Henry Bacon ball fields at Constitution Avenue. Okay? That's where you need to go. That's what you need to do.
So we can't go down there either.
Where are you going to?
I mean, I'm just trying to figure out. You just said the free speech area is over here, Henry Bacon ball field. I mean, where else can we go?
Okay, he just.
I mean, if we went over there
listen. No, they got that area permitted. Also.
Okay, I thought because I thought you said earlier from here up.
He just outlined to you what the permitted area was. All right, he just outlined to you what the permitted area is.
So outside of the orange fence, or over here at the Henry Bacon ball field where we can.
Okay, so let's make that happen. All right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
It doesn't matter. I mean, this
I appreciate it. Let's make that happen. Get your group and explain to them what I. Hey, look. Why don't you get your group? Explain to them what I just explained to you and make it happen.
I'm not going to worry about it. We'll take this up and with the appropriate people later on. No, it's not nice talking to you because you violate my rights. All right. As a military member, served this country for 22 years. You violate my rights.
Hey, look, guys. Let's make this happen. Okay, because we don't have our.
See what I'm saying? I love science so much that I want these atheists to stop. How about
All right, so we're going to go ahead and we'll start gathering up. So
let's make it happen as soon as possible. I got other things that's going on.
All right.
I don't need to be here all day with you guys.
Got it.
I've advised you of your right.
Because for something to be scientific, Dylan, let me turn that off. For something to be scientific,
we're gonna have to pack it up, guys. They say if we don't move, we're gonna be arrested.
I'm not.
They're gonna violate our rights.
Adam, how do you know?
Do we stay?
There's no reason to get arrested over it, because then we won't be preaching anyway. And we got some God-hating cops out here anyway, so there's no sense to push it.
That's good.
Guys are I think they've served a couple of years and think that matters to me. The guy who's put in over 20 don't matter nothing to me. Yeah, I know. God haters trying to tell us about scripture. Please.
Oh, I don't know.
We got to go, brother. they're gonna arrest us if we stay here.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Now he said we're welcome to stand here, right? He said
No,
that.
I did not say that.
He did.
Nope.
He said
we were sent early before you got the
I don't know.
sergeant's here. The sergeant. That's
That's the word. We got to
Thanks. I'm sorry, I can't shake your hand when my constitutional rights being violated, but I appreciate you being courteous.
But now they're saying we can't even stand
I
here.
do appreciate that.
So you guys, if you want, you go out the end of the venue.
So how did this end? How did this end? What is the issue that we're? Let me put my stuff away.
Kind of like tell them how it is.
All right,
Let me grab my stuff.
head over here. We'll
Just like
talk.
you explain the rights to them, everything I told you. I think my man here. Okay. All right, I appreciate it, guys. Thanks. Thanks for helping.
I mean, it's different class. Took the banner down.
I was in the second.
I mean, that would be okay, right?
I would say
I'm not
the other day before they saw the guy.
No.
You need to go outside of the venue. You need to go outside the venue.
I don't know.
If you want to permit the demonstration, go to the National Park Service.
I wouldn't even be able to stand here. You without a big
Right. So go on the outside the
If
venue.
they don't believe the God of the Bible, they're going to hell. It's not about me.
I know. We're trying to get them to leave. The longer you talk, the longer you're keeping them here.
He's wearing a t-shirt to send somebody.
I know. I'm gonna give you the right. All you gotta do is go down to that area. You can have your right.
Well, it's a good thing this is still America where we got freedom of speech. I'm glad I served my country for 22 years for this.
You do. You just gotta listen too.
Wow. Wow. You don't know the first thing about freedom of speech. If you think this is right, you're what's wrong with this country. If you think this is right, you need to shut up because you're a loudmouth woman.
So what's the final
All right,
thing?
if we stay out here, they will arrest us. They've already said as much. They told us we can go over here, outside of the event, over on Henry Bacon. Did you say Henry Bacon?
Henry Bacon, Constitution Avenue.
Or we have to be outside of the orange barrier over there, which basically puts us out of the event. All right, so we got one or two choices. We can go over here by the Henry Bacon where there's a metro where some folks are coming in, or we can just go walk and find a different venue to preach over at the Washington Monument or some other place. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of people coming to the event.
You want to go to the metro then?
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna go over by the Yeah, spread around so you can see what weirdos look like.
Hey, look. You go back to your venue.
Yes, I will.
Don't start a pot.
Henry Bacon is right this way?
Yeah.
About how far would you say?
We'll walk you over. Just through the area. You're gonna walk. You're gonna take.
Okay.
Just follow the.
Officially died in America. You'll be accountable. You guys will be accountable before God for denying. Not only you'll be accountable for the God. We still have freedom of speech and freedom of religion in this nation.
Yes, and we have a lot of veterans.
You'll be accountable.
Yeah, I'm one of those veterans.
You specifically, you will be accountable before God and the nation. You spit. Why don't you go over to the World War II Memorial and spit on every
Hey, watch it. I'm a veteran. Don't say that.
yeah, why don't you tell him to...
Are you a veteran?
Then you should be fighting for us to stay out here and practice.
America is no longer a free country.
This is tyranny.
This is no longer a free nation.
That's funny.
This is why God will destroy the
You guys don't want to practice free speech one day.
Ridiculous, man. I almost want to put the banner up and just go stand there. But he even said I couldn't even just stand there without the banner. Just standing there.
Hope these guys don't want to practice free speech in the future.
They have lockers in Noah's Day too.
Okay, get
why we come out here. We come out here to try to talk to people and get them to understand. Listen to me. We come out here to talk to people.
Yeah, they already kicked Jorge, right?
Yes, brother.
Terry Sims, nice to meet you, brother. Yeah, they don't want to let us practice our First Amendment in there. Told us they would arrest us.
Really? So where are they sending us? I'm sending everybody.
Somewhere over here, by a place called Henry Bacon Field, by where the metro is, where a lot of folks are supposed to be coming in the event. I mean, it's ridiculous.
That doesn't make any sense. Why they're doing this?
Amen. Man is not his own God. Amen. Preach it, brother.
You think it's called Get to Me Numbers?
Nope. Nope. Has nothing to do with that at all. Eventually.
Now, most of these people here don't believe Jesus.
No, they don't.
That's why we're here.
I self-identify as an atheist. I'm welcome to go into that event now. Ask him what bathroom you're going to use in the lake of fire. What bathroom will you use in the lake of fire?
We'll probably be preaching against them too.
How many atheists out
No,
there?
we'll probably be preaching against those Christians too.
If I identify as an atheist, can I go back in?
God-hating cops will burn in hell.
God-hating people. All people who hate God. They have no excuse. No excuse.
That's the thing too.
They draw the breath God gave
These
them.
people absolutely will be accountable.
That's right.
For coming against.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
But it does not change all the rights I had on Wednesday afternoon.
I said no one thing.
That's right. Well, I can free and open. But that's beside the point. That's what we deal with.
Unbelief is only temporary.
Just won a
No
court
atheists
case
in hell.
that I showed them. We just won a
Right
court
over there on the
case.
grass, on the other side of the sidewalk. And there you are.
Yeah, right over there where nobody can hear or see
I
it.
thought all of this
Over
was
in the
public
Christian
property.
petting zoo.
All of it is
Public
public
property
property.
is public property.
All of it is public property.
So when did the
But
law change?
when they
like
get a
this
permit,
weekend?
they think that's okay to violate our rights.
You give an
So the law
unrighteous man a
changed
gun and a
this-
badge, and
this
everything
weekend.
is permissible.
Oh, okay.
Across the street, folks.
Where's this
Give the
alleged
wrong
metro
man a
that y'all were
gun and a
talking about?
badge.
Persecution.
23rd
This
Street,
is
bunch of them coming in by metro.
Somebody
coming
mark
down
this
23rd
date.
Street, right down
Somebody
across.
mark down this date as when freedom of speech and freedom of religion officially died in the United States of America. Over in the Christian. Lord, I pray right now.
Well, I don't think there's anything that stops
That's what I said. I mean, if I self-identify as an
We can
atheist.
stand right here, right? Terry, we can stand right here, right?
Yeah, I think he said.
I'll tell you what.
I think he said over here.
We can't be on public property preaching the truth,
You know,
then stop taking tax money out of my
I
paycheck.
think the event coordinator was saying we could be there too.
The event coordinator is saying one thing, but the officers are saying another.
Right.
Under the threat of arrest. So you have one event coordinator saying one thing, another event coordinator saying no, we don't want it.
Okay.
The officer saying if you don't leave, we're going to arrest you.
Right, right.
Says he's going to arrest you. You've got to.
You know, so once they said that's it. I'm not going to push it beyond that point. They violated our rights.
Yes.
That's just totally wrong.
They won't let you.
all of his rooms in.
Probably.
That happened.
Well,
All right.
Lord, better be hated for what God.
Because I read something about how there was some kind of, I don't know if you call them rules or whatever, but
This is
So what was he saying? I mean,
Well, he was saying that basically the same thing that Terry was. This is a.
they have a permitted area, and then because they have the permitted area, you can't have any demonstrations or protests. Which I kept telling them, it's not a demonstration or protest. It's free and open to the public. We're a part of the public. You know, well, they're complaining. You had already talked to them about, heckler's veto and stuff like that. They were just adamant that they were going to violate our rights. and that we needed to move because we were going to cause problems and things like that. So it's totally unconstitutional.
So we can be kicked out for what could possibly happen.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, that's like thought police.
Exactly.
I mean,
Well, it's all in the Bible. I mean, I don't like it.
I even told him,
I don't like
if
it. You
I
don't
take
like
down
it.
the banner and take off the t-shirt
I don't
and
even-
wear a
So
regular
I asked him, I said, hey, look, even if we're standing out here just with our banners, is that going to be a problem? No, you guys can't stand out here. You got to go.
yes.
Yeah,
That's all
they were totally inconsistent, but you had the one black cop, he was adamant on trying to probably make an arrest and trying to spur the other guy on to do the same. The other white cop that I was talking to beside him had an attitude. The last cop was actually kind of trying to be reasonable, the National Park Service guy, but still, he had already gotten whispered in his ear that these guys need to go. So they were already of one mind to put us out, and they did threaten if we stay there, they will arrest us.
the event hasn't even started yet.
Nope. So
I'm from the other side, just for what it's worth. I welcome you guys being down there.
It's serving.
yeah, we don't have to all agree.
We need voices of all different stripes. So I'm cool with that.
Well, we are aware that there's being asked in the world tolerance for every point of view except those who believe in Jesus. People don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear anything that's going to confront their way of life and the flesh. And
I can't speak for everybody, but a lot of us would, we don't mind you
Oh,
here.
the atheists, this is my favorite event of the year because the atheists are my favorite people to talk to because you can actually get into a good dialogue.
There's nothing to deprogram.
But the problem with the cops is that they want to do what's easy. They don't want to do what's right or what the law says. They want to do what's easy. And it's easier if there's 10,000 of you and 10 of us, and it might cause a problem, then it's easier to do.
If you just split up, maybe they'll let you up there.
We kind of stand out.
I took down the banner and just wore a regular
A few
t-shirt.
people up there holding signs more discreetly that they're up there.
I'm pretty sure they'll probably end up rounding them up too. But the fact that we're clustered and got all the banners and stuff, I mean, these guys are dead set on.
I think to keep it small, I don't think they mind. Maybe
Well, it's impossible for us at this point to blend in with the crowd.
I would be surprised if an individual could even go in there and do anything.
I'm
because
curious as to what
they'll
they would
chase them
say
out
is what the right to arrest us would be if we took down the banners and just walked in there and just stood there, not even open our mouths. What right would they have to arrest us?
none. You got nice,
so we'd be free from
shirts on that state what your business is. Just be more discreet. They're probably cool with it.
But I had asked him that. I said, can I stand here without a banner?
I'll ask him for you. Let me ask him for you.
There's things in it that aren't true where it says slavery.
Are you not with anybody? Okay, we just let you know we do have a site for First Amendment for people that are opposed to this. It's over on the west side of the Washington Monument.
They just walked us over here. The officers just walked us over here.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes the sites change, but
We're not in their group. We're just trying to see
Public
what they
property
say.
of the site?
Yeah, we're just trying to talk about
no,
it.
I mean, if how many guys got here?
We welcome their input.
Yeah, we.
I mean, is there more people coming?
Actually appreciate
I don't know
it.
them.
So, we're not-
I don't even know some of these.
They don't like us.
Okay,
Mind them.
okay. Yeah. I'm just.
So it's about 10 or 12 of us.
Okay,
That's about it.
yeah.
All right, let's
Yeah, I mean, throughout the day, some people may join just come by and say, hey, we want. Right. Yeah, you guys can. Hey, there's nothing to oppose you from staying here.
Thank God.
If you're under.
I'd like somebody to explain what it is that we would be arrested for, why they would kick us out if we were doing nothing, standing there. Not using amplified sound, not even anywhere near their event. And they kick us out. This is a non-exclusive event. See, what they're doing is they're mistaking the two different types of permits. There's an exclusive permit and a non-exclusive permit. An exclusive permit is where they would rope off that whole area, and the only people who could come in would be by invitation only or by charged admission. But that's not what that event is. They have a non-exclusive permit, so they have the permit to set up their amplified sound and their chairs and collect in large numbers, but it doesn't change our rights to still also be on public property using our First Amendment right to freedom of speech and freedom of religion. So it's a common mistake that police forces and the Park Service makes all over the nation. We've won lawsuit after lawsuit against police departments, sheriff's departments, and all, and they're doing it all over again. I'd like to know what it is we'd be arrested for when we're in a non-exclusive permit on public property.
When it gets to that type of stuff, it's when
You're interfering with their permitted event.
We're not we weren't interfering.
Right,
It hasn't even started
okay,
yet.
all right. Yeah. Calm down.
No, I'm not calm because this man right there is responsible for denying us our right to freedom of speech and freedom of religion. People have died. This entire area of this city is designated. Because this is a ridiculous. Because I'm telling you, we honor thousands and thousands of people who have died for the exact right that we're saying we have over there. And
Why can't you just talk to me right now?
Because I want to know. Because I'm angry.
I'm trying to talk to you.
We don't
want
you
your
won't quiet. But you're saying you're repeating the same things that all the other ones are saying.
I have not repeated. I haven't even spoken.
I'm telling you, you're just regurgitating the same things we hear everybody else say.
You know, I really believe that you guys should be able to come in there, but you can't be angry at what I'm.
We can't be angry. Why can we not be angry?
Is this not America? We can't be angry?
Well, yeah, you can.
We can't express ourselves?
No, I shouldn't say that, but he's just trying to
I served my country for 22 years to get kicked out of an event. All right? I served my country for First Amendment rights. Okay?
And I think you should be allowed to come in.
All right? We definitely should be allowed to come in. This is America.
That's right.
This is still America. Okay? The Constitution still applies. Whether you agree or disagree, we should still have our First Amendment rights here.
I'm agreeing with you on that.
This is ridiculous. And anybody out here that agrees with this, you're part of the problem.
Right.
If you don't understand what's going on in our country, you're part of the problem.
You guys are retaining your religious freedom. I mean, nobody's trying to deconvert you. Nobody's preventing you from worship here. Nobody's telling you to shut up. Nobody's asking you to be quiet or take down your signs or any of that stuff.
Actually, that's exactly what they told us to do. They told us to leave.
No, and I know. And yeah, I saw you over there, and actually I was coming to talk to you when they told you to leave. But you still have your signs, and you're still speaking. I don't think that you guys are having your rights repressed just for having to stand here. I think you should be able to stand as far as way over here. It's not under my power, and I would like to let you guys in. I like talking to you guys, obviously. But
when they start taking and pushing you further and further away, see, it's not just us. Today it's us. Tomorrow it might be you. All right. So I wouldn't want you pushed away from any event. I would want you to have your freedom. I wouldn't agree with you, more than likely, but I would want you to have your say. When they push us away from the event where we can't be seen and we can't be heard because all of the people over there, they're suppressing our free speech. That's exactly what they're doing.
Brother Terry Sims?
Aiken, right?
Yes. Good to see you, man.
God bless, brother.
You, man.
God bless you.
Good to see you out here, brother.
Wow.
This is crazy.
Yeah, absolutely crazy. We got some God-hating cops that don't want us to exercise free speech. So you guys are over there standing over there solo somewhere, I
Yeah,
think,
we were
right?
just standing there. We're waiting for a brother here, and they said we just had to move. We hadn't even started talking to anybody yet. And they said, oh, well, you guys have to move. And we said, well, and they said if we didn't move, we'd get arrested. That's what they told us.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, there you have it. Here in the nation's capital, where we're supposed to have constitutional rights. We don't have constitutional rights. We don't have freedom of speech, freedom of expression. We get our freedom of speech repressed. So, as a veteran who has served this country for 22 years to support and defend our Constitution, this is what it's come to. This is the tyranny that is in America today. And if you don't do something about it, you're going to have your rights taken from you bit by bit. You're not going to be able to practice your rights as well.
That's not private property. That's public property. No, it is not. No, just like the cops. You should be a cop. They have a non-exclusive. You guys didn't want any dissenting views or dissenting opinions. Then you should have maybe had it at the Redskins arena.
Understand
Redskins
it was not us that made that decision. Again, it was not today that decision was made. It was several days ago that the city decided that they were not.
You have a lot of sway with them. What I'd love to hear sounds like the event started.
Sway.
Oh, you have a lot of
city.
No, with the event organizers.
Which have nothing to do with the decision
what I want you to do.
the city made.
No, that's fine. What I want you you to do is tell the event organizers, make an announcement that if they want to come and talk to the Christians, and you guys have spent all year long on your blogs and on your websites, you know, getting up all your ammo for how God doesn't exist, but he's a big jerk, and Christians are stupid, and we believe in Bronze Age things. Tell them from the stage to come over here and talk to us. That's what we want. You have sway with the event organizers. Just make one announcement from the stage. Hey, everybody, stupid Christians are over there in this little spot, whatever this is, and have them come over here. We want them to come over here and talk to us.
You'll have plenty of attention for that, I guarantee. There will be lots of people coming to talk to you because that's why.
But I want you to tell them. I want you to tell them they're over here.
I'm not a speaker at this event.
Yeah, but look, you're R and raw. You have sway with these people. I know you're a big wig in the atheist community. You have a lot of power.
Yes, come here in the glass.
And I don't think he is.
No, we're having a great chat. Yes, we're having a great chat.
You should check the rights of this.
Yes. Let them come in.
You think that me being able
Guys, come in. Yes, you're invited to my venue.
Amendment right?
Yes.
You're asking me to go back to your permit. You're asking me.
Yes.
I don't want to go.
We'll get to your question in a minute.
We want to talk.
Come on in. You're invited to my venue. Coming in, guys.
Hey, look. You guys just go back to your permitted area. But he invited us. Sergeant, they don't need to go back. We don't have a permitted event here. We're just practicing free speech.
Yes.
We want them to practice free speech.
Yes, come here. Hey guys, get in the grass so that we don't
this one's going to be all
sidewalk. Get in the grass right here.
That's fine. They're not jumping on us. We're not jumping on them. We're just talking.
Come on in, guys.
They don't agree with us. We don't agree with them. We're just talking.
You're invited to our venue. Come on in. Jump in. We're just having a great chat here. We're answering questions now. Yeah!
Give me a favor. Point this my way. Put it on me. Thank you.
No, he says no.
All right, so I just got finished talking to a police sergeant. Not only did they kick us out of the event and violate our constitutional rights today by not allowing us to practice our freedom of speech over here, but not once but twice a police sergeant, the same police sergeant, has come over here. I should have got his badge number. That's my fault. Lesson learned for you street preacher out there. Get the badge number and the name. But he came over here twice trying to get the crowd that we have over here to disperse and go back into the Reason Rally. And I basically told him, hey, look, we're practicing freedom of speech in the place that you moved us to. The people are out here. They're practicing their freedom of speech as well. We don't want them to leave no more than we want you to make us leave. Let us practice our freedom of speech. And so prayerfully and thankfully, we won out this time. They didn't disperse the crowd and pretty much told us to go ahead on, keep doing what we're doing. But you know, Satan is active out here. I mean, he is trying to shut down the word of God. He does not want these atheists to hear the word of God, but the word of God is still going forth. Praise God.